So I'm watching Zigo Sport once again, ready for the Europa League round of 16 draw. And the first team to get drawn, we have Tottenham Hotspur, Totspur. Next we have Besiktas, facing off against Totspur. The next draw we have Lazio, better known as Latium in this game. And they will face off against Olympique Lyon. Followed by that, we get Porto, and they get drawn against Ajax. The next draw, we have Galatasaray, and they face off against Frankfurt. On the other side of the bracket, FC Twente getting drawn, and our opponent will be Atletico Bilbao. The next draw, we have Roma, and they will face off against Dinamo Kiev. The next draw, we have OGC Nice, and they will face off against Fenerbahce. And the last draw of the round of 16, we have AZ Alkmaar, and they will face off against Manchester United. And that is the draw for the round of 16 in the Europa League. And heading into the semi-final of the Oranje Beker, we have PEC Zwolle facing off against FC Twente. And this, of course, is going to be an intense match. Win this match, and we are in the final of the Oranje Beker. And here we have Thomas on the ball, passing it to Krastev. And Rotz getting the ball out of play. And Karo applying defensive pressure and getting the ball over to Stein. And Karo on the ball once again, passing it to Van Wolfswinkel. Sadilek passing it to Rotz, and Rotz crossing it in. Karo unable to get his head on the ball. Stein heading the ball to Karo, and Karo now settling it, cutting in, and having a shot, but Hockmeyer there with the save. And what the hell kind of name is that? And Van Roy passing it to Van Wolfswinkel, who's unable to settle it. And Jamiro Montero now. Nothing happening in this match so far. And here's Tomas on the ball, passing it to Krastev. And Krastev taking the ball and taking his time with the ball. And there is no defensive pressure being applied at all. And Vente with his back towards goal. Vente still on the ball, threading it through. And Krastev somehow getting there and having a shot, but Unerstal there with the save. And Mbayo lining up for the corner now, just before the half comes to an end. And Van Wolfswinkel doing great to defend that header. And Karo unable to settle the ball, battling it out for it. And Jamiro Montero on the ball, dribbling and having a shot, but Unerstal there making an easy save, and the first half will end 0-0. An absolute stalemate here. One boring-ass match, I can't lie. And hopefully the second half has a little more excitement. And we have Karo on the ball now, who passes it to Rotz. Tomas on the ball. Tomas still on the ball. And Karo trying to apply defensive pressure, but unable to. And Vente with a terrible shot, a weak shot, a pathetic shot. And Unerstal kicking the ball over to Karo, who heads it to Sadilek. Van Wolfswinkel passing it to Rotz. Rotz laying it off for Karo, and Karo now on the ball, and Karo cutting in on his right foot, and Karo having a shot and into the back of the net. It goes, and Denis Karo has scored in the semi-final of the Oranje Beker. And look at the coach, and look at what it means to the fans. And Denis Karo cutting in, having a shot, hammering it past the keeper. And the keeper can only bear witness to greatness. And Denis Karo scoring the goal that may well send FC Twente to the final of the Oranje Beker. And Mbayo getting the ball and passing it to Thomas. Thomas back to Mbayo. Mbayo cutting in, laying it off for Thomas, who has a shot, but Unerstal making the save. And Jamiro Montero having a shot, but Unerstal with the save. And then Bio lining up once again for the corner, crossing it in. And Guyer with a terrible header. Eiting on the ball now. And Eiting still on the ball. Karo taking the ball down the right flank. Karo has 2 defenders near him. And none of them want any part or any smoke with Karo. And Karo's down the touchline, crossing it in. And Karo with a great cross, but no one on the other end. Eiting heading the ball to Sadalek, who has a shot and bouncing off Krastev. And Karo swinging the corner in, but unable to find his man. And Jamiro Monteiro taking the ball. And Karo's playing defense at this point. He really wants to go to the semifinal. And Karo with a great stop and a great bit of skill and brought down. And that's got to be a yellow card at the least. And Karo on the ball once again. And how is that not a penalty? How is that not a penalty right there? We need the VAR. And meanwhile, Jamiro Monteiro taking it down. And he is through on goal. And he is going to score. And whoa, what a terrible shot by Vente. And Thomas crossing it in. But Van Roy with the stop. And Krastev having a shot. And oh my, I thought that was going to fly into the far post. But thankfully it did not. And Karo calling for the ball in a dangerous position. Vlap passing it to Van Wolfswinkel. Karo on the ball. And I'm going to try to get through the defense here. I get past 1, past 2. Unable to get past the 3rd. And Eiting passing to me. And Karo on the ball now. And Karo still on the ball. And Karo's through on goal. And Karo has a shot. But oh my, how did I not score that? That could have put the game to bed. And another corner for our team here. And Karo just falling to the ground. He knows he could have scored. And Karo on the ball, turning, having a shot. But Hoffmeyer there with another save. That bastard. And Karo on the ball. Getting stripped of the ball from Thomas. But Karo on the ball once again. Passing it to Sadalek. And Sadalek now cutting in. Passing it to Karo. And Karo's on the ball now. Karo's injured. Karo's still on the ball. Karo on the ball once again with a little shimmy. And Karo's through the defense. And Karo has a shot. And Van Wolfswinkel does not bury it. And just seconds left in the match. And the match is over. FC Twente 1. PEC Zwolle 0. And with that victory, we are well on our way to the final of the Oranje Beker. Karo with a fantastic goal to send his team to the final of the Oranje Beker, where we will face off against NEC Nijmegen. And of course, that's going to be one intense match of football. And now we are heading into match week 25 of the Eredivisie. FC Twente facing off against FC Utrecht. And here we go. Min passing it. And Anderson on the ball, slowly dribbling. Passing it to Caruani. And Min to Bafdili, who threatens through to Caruani. And Caruani with a disappointing shot, thank God. And Fraudulo, we should call him, losing the ball to Karo. And Van Wolfswinkel on the ball now. Van Wolfswinkel still on the ball. Passing it to Stein, who finds Karo. And Karo now cutting in with a brilliant bit of skill, but losing the ball to Hormans. And Karo now getting the ball and settling it. And Karo trying to dribble the ball, but unable to. Anderson threading it through to Blake, who finds Min, and Min laying it off for Booth, who puts it into the back of the net, and we are now 1-0 down in this match. And Booth with a fantastic shot, I can't lie. And we are truly in the mud. And Karo needs to dig deep now. And Karo passing it. And Bavdili passing it to Anderson. And Anderson still on the ball, passing it through to Bavdili, and Bavdili having a shot. Unerstal with a great save, and we just got out of jail there. And Stein passing it to Karo, who dummies it and lets it off to Rotz. And Karo threading it through to Van Wolfswinkel. And Karo now on the ball once again, but the half will end 1-0 in favor of FC Utrecht. And Karo looking disappointed, thanking Unerstal for saving that second shot. And Eiting passing it to Lataif. And Bafdili on the ball, passing it to Booth. And Booth having a shot, but Unerstal with another save. And Min having a shot, but getting blocked. And Wiley passing it to Karo. And Karo passing it to Stein. And Stein on the ball, passing it to Van Wolfswinkel. Van Wolfswinkel finding Karo. Karo finding Eiting. And Van Wolfswinkel threatening it through to Karo. Karo now on the ball. Dangerous man with a bit of skills. And Karo getting fouled. And the advantage did not amount to anything, which means Karo now has a free kick just 20 meters away. And here's Karo lining up for the free kick. And Karo having a shot, and into the back of the net it goes. A brilliant free kick scored by Denis Karo in the 58th minute. And that wonderful free kick puts FC Twente level in this match, 1-1. And looking at the Karo cam here with the shot. A brilliant free kick. Tremendous amount of power. Deadly accuracy. Into the top left corner it goes. And Denis Karo has just scored a fantastic goal. And Booth on the ball. And Booth passing it to Min, who has a shot just wide. And Anderson passing it to Booth. And Booth taking a touch, having a shot, but Unerstal with another save. And Sadalek stopping Jensen in his tracks and passing it to Eiting, who finds Karo, and Karo now on the ball, cutting in, making a fool of that defender. And Karo still on the ball, passing it to Vlop, and Vlop taking the ball and threading it through, but Karo unable to make it there. And this match will end 1-1, a point for all. Another disappointing match. We are unable to find the winning goal, and we collect the 1 point. And with that 1 point collected, you see here, we are now 7 points off the top of the table. 1 point behind second place Ajax. Our record is 14 wins, 11 draws, and 0 losses. But with those 2 draws off the bounce, we are now falling in the league table. And recapping the Oranje Beker, we did manage to pick up a 1-0 victory over PEC Zwolle, which puts us in the finals against NEC Nijmegen after they defeated Feyenoord on penalties. And in the Europa League, FC Twente getting drawn against Athletic Bilbao, Roma getting drawn against Dynamo Kiev, OGC Nice getting drawn against Fenerbahce, AZ Alkmaar getting drawn against Manchester United, Galatasaray getting drawn against Frankfurt, Porto getting drawn against Ajax, Olympique Lyon drawn against Lazio, and lastly, Totspur FC drawn against Besiktas. And that is the round of 16 for the Europa League, and that is where we will end today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. This has been Dennis from Clowney Wall Gaming. Have yourself a great rest of your day, and I will see you later. Peace!